So, a lot of smartphones have passed through the year 2020, budget and flagship alike, such that there's literally a phone for every budget category, much thanks to the variety made possible by Android. Now let's take a look at the best 15 smartphones you can buy right now under $300 or 120,000 naira. What is up guys, Izzy here and welcome to the channel. It's the end of 2020 and much thanks to you guys we've made it to 9,000 subscribers. If you are seeing this video after the 31st of December, a very happy new year to you. So I think it's a fitting time to look at the top budget devices you can buy right now without necessarily breaking the bank, focusing on each budget category from about $300 or 120,000 naira down to about $100 or 45,000 naira. So then a budget phone for each budget category depending on what your budget will be. Please note that my recommendations are primarily going to be based on devices I've actually handled and reviewed on the channel and devices available in my region, maybe with one or two exceptions I might not be able to ignore. Also, I'm going to leave video links in the description to individual reviews of these devices in case you want to check them out. Should you choose to buy any of the devices I'm listing in this video, you can support the channel by using my affiliate links, which I'm going to add in the description. You can also use the timestamps to skip to any budget category of your choice. But before we get right to it, why not hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. So the first phone is one that shouldn't really make it to this list because I've not handled it nor is it officially available in Nigeria, but it simply cannot be ignored, and it is the Poco X3 NFC. For as low as $250, you get a 120Hz HDR10 display, Snapdragon 732G, a massive battery and some impressive camera specifications. It is not officially available in Nigeria, but you can find it on Jumia and it is well over 130,000 naira. With that out of the way, we look at the Samsung Galaxy A51, one of the best selling devices of the year 2020. It was actually the best selling smartphone of the first quarter of the year 2020. For around $270 or 120,000 naira, you get a good device with really balanced hardware and software experience. The best display on any smartphone under $300. 1080p Super AMOLED, great cameras, able to shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second on both the selfie and rear cameras. Decent battery life, great software with support up to 3 years, that is up to Android 13. It should have been priced a little lower though, but the A52 is around the corner, so hopefully there will be a price drop. The next device is arguably the best value for money for its price. It is the Redmi Note 9S or Pro. There is not much difference between the S and the Pro, and I'm going to recommend the Pro only if you need NFC or that extra 33 watts fast charging and 64 megapixel camera. Everything else is the same, even down to the design. You are getting a solidly built device with Snapdragon 720G processor, good cameras with support for Gcam, a massive 5000 mAh battery. Though on size it is quite heavy. The Redmi Note 9 Pro is also known as the Note 9 Pro Max in India and it retails for around $260, that is 120,000 naira in Nigeria. But you can save your money and go for the Note 9S, which starts at around 96,000 naira or about $210. There is not much difference between the two, like I said earlier. I have a comprehensive review comparing both devices and you might want to check that out. A honorable mention in this category will be the Infinix 08 or the Tecno 16 Premier. Both devices only differ slightly in design, but both pack impressive specifications, most notably being a 90Hz high refresh display, 8GB of RAM and some interesting camera specifications. It retails at around 117,000 naira. Next up is for devices under $220 or about 100,000 naira, and I can only recommend two devices, that is the Redmi Note 9S which I've earlier mentioned and the Samsung Galaxy A31. The A31 is more like a midpoint device between the higher and lower A series, still retaining that gorgeous Super AMOLED display, though this time with an Infinity U design. It has 128GB of storage, 4GB of RAM, and it runs on the MediaTek Helio P60 processor. While this is not as good or as powerful as the Snapdragon 720G on the Redmi Note 9S, the device offers a really balanced user experience and it is a device I can highly recommend. I recently did a long-term review on the Samsung Galaxy A31 and you might want to check that out. If the Samsung Galaxy A31 is a little above your budget, the next up is another best-selling device from Samsung Galaxy A series, and that is the Samsung Galaxy A21s. It supports Samsung's new Exynos 850 processor and it's a pretty efficient processor at that, properly optimized for gaming and also for battery efficiency. The A21s has a similar rear design as the higher A series but with a compromise on the display. No AMOLED. It has a 720p TFT display with the selfie camera to the left. The A21s retails for just about $200. The Infinix Note 8, I have to say, is among the best devices released by Infinix this year. Really good value for money. It is a toned down version of the Infinix Note 8, but packs very similar specifications and at a very affordable price. For around the same price as the Nokia 3.4, you get a device sporting the MediaTek Helio G80 processor, 48 megapixel camera that shoots up to 2K, up to 6GB of RAM and fit for gaming. I think if you can look past the software, the Infinix Note 8i is actually the best value device you can get at its price point. You really should check out my review. The Redmi Note 9 is another device in this category I can recommend, though I do not have a review on it as I was unable to get my hands on this device. But it is a good budget device, sporting the MediaTek Helio G85 processor and some other decent specifications for about the same price as the A21s, but it retails for 88,000 naira in Nigeria. For devices under 70,000 naira, we have the Nokia 5.3, another device I could not get my hands on but could not ignore it. For about 73,000 naira, you get a stock Android device with 2 years of guaranteed software updates, as with all Nokia devices. It packs decent specifications including the Snapdragon 665 processor with up to 6GB of RAM, decent camera specifications and with the ability to shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second. Right now you can actually get it from Jumia at a discount for about 66,000 naira. The next device is the Xiaomi Redmi 9. You could really say Xiaomi is a champion when it comes to budget devices. The Redmi 9 is a device under $200 with a 1080p display, a MediaTek Helio G80 processor, really nice design and great battery life to complement for its good performance. For devices under $180 or 70,000 naira, we have the Nokia 3.4 and the Infinix Note 8i. Nokia 3.4 I reviewed recently and it has been my secondary device. I found it to be really good. Solid build, a nice LCD display, runs on the Snapdragon 460 processor with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Really good software being stock Android and good cameras. Also fairly priced at 64,000 naira or $179. If you have a smaller budget, there are still some good value devices you can buy under the 60,000 naira price point. The first is the Nokia 2.4, the 3GB version. This is the most affordable point you can experience full stock Android for devices released in 2020. With the 3GB version, you get up to 64GB of storage. It runs on a MediaTek Helio P22 processor. Not my favorite processor, but for its price point, I'd say it gets the job done. The next device is the Samsung Galaxy A11. Another device I did not get my hands on but also could not ignore. It retails around the same price as the Nokia 2.4 but runs on One UI. With the Snapdragon 460 processor, 2GB of RAM. I can't say much about the A11 as I didn't review it, but I'd say it should give good value for money. If you have a much smaller budget and are looking at devices under 50,000 naira, that is a little closer to $100, you can consider the 2GB version of the Nokia 2.4. Another device you might want to look at is the Samsung Galaxy A10s from 2019. It is still a very capable device and affordable. The final and most affordable device in this video is the Samsung Galaxy A01. Only recommended if you are really on a tight budget. I would also recommend making it a priority to use a micro SD card. 16GB of internal storage is pretty small and will exhaust quickly. The A01 is the most affordable device of Samsung's A series. So these are all the devices I can recommend under $300 and I believe should give you very great value for money. The stars for me, or should I say my favorite from this list, should be the Samsung Galaxy A51, the Redmi Note 9s, Nokia 3.4 and the Infinix Note 8i. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Also, is there any device that should have made this list and I have skipped it? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to check out the individual reviews of these devices with the links I'm going to leave in the description or the playlist I'll leave up in the cards. And support the channel by using my affiliate links if you are buying any of these devices. And also leave a like. See you in 2021. Peace.